and welcome to another To It For Media featured interview. I'm your host, Jacques Wooding, and today we are talking everything about the Heroes Live Forever Lavity Stoutt concert. I have the pleasure of being in the company of two of the individuals behind this year's event. I can't wait to get into the details after this quick break.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. As mentioned before the break, today we are speaking about the Heroes Live Forever Lavity Stoutt concert, and I am in the company of Permanent Secretary in the Premier's office, Mrs. Caroline Stoutt Igwe, and Musical Director Kamau Georges. How are you doing today?
Good day, Jacka. It's a pleasure to be here.
We are doing well. Thank you for having us here today.
Awesome. Now, there's a lot of energy building up for this concert. So let's start on the ground level. Tell me what is going on.
Okay, so this year, March 2nd, is our grand concert in celebration or in remembrance of the late Lavity Stoutt, the territory's first chief minister. We know that we have a holiday. The first Monday in every March has been declared a holiday. Actually, it's a holiday in remembrance of his birth, because he was actually born on March 7th. So it usually falls on the first Monday in March. Okay, so this year, we are observing this year's event with a concert, a grand concert, as you said, Heroes Live Forever, the Lavity Stoutt concert. And it's going to be on March 2nd. If everybody should have heard about it by now, but just in case, March 2nd, Sunday, it starts at 6 p.m., sharp with a capital letter. And we're going to have a range of talent on that day. Local, regional, and international artists, all with a BVI connection.
All right. And I just want to add in there that entry is free for anyone who might be wondering, right?
Yes, entry is free, because somebody asked me, well, how is the entry free? And you see you're trying to raise funds for the concert. Mm-hmm. So the entry is free. So we want you to come. We just have some things that we would have on sale. Like usually you go to a program, you will probably get a concert, you'll get the program free, but we have a booklet this year, high quality booklet that you can learn a lot about the event and HL in the process. And it comes with a commemorative pin. So we're just asking for a $5 donation for persons who would attend, that can go towards a college. We're gonna have t-shirts on sale. We're starting the sale this week. So that's also going to the college. So, and then there'll be food and drinks on sale as well. So we are saying that we're trying to raise funds for the college. It's a national event. Government doesn't usually charge for events like this. So we are inviting persons, and we don't want to restrict anybody. So we want to make sure that it's available for persons to come. It's an educational experience, and you get to learn about HL in the process, but you also get to listen, sit back, relax, and enjoy raw talent from the BVI.
Awesome. Now tell me, what was, I guess, the decision-making process that led to us having a concert this year?
Okay, so over the years, we've had various activities to celebrate the occasion. And
Like what? Like a play?
We've had a play. We had a play some years ago that was called Countryman Comes to Town, that talked about him coming from the country into town, and all the controversy at that time because country folks were looked at differently to town folks. That was a big hit. It was sold out, and it went very well. We've had different musical presentations over the years as well. We've had ceremonies with just different renditions. We've portrayed very different, a lot of different ways in which we've had the observance. Last year, for example, our focus was on educating the students. So we had a reenactment of a House of Assembly sitting where he was at. And then we also did a presentation at the schools where we had photo displays of him in different areas, different development projects. And then we had different storytelling. So we've done a whole lot of stuff, but this year is the 30th anniversary of his death. And he would have died on 14th of May in 1995. And since this is 30 years since he died, and it also marks the 35th year of the college, the existence of the college. So we've tied the events together, and we are saying, let's have a grand concert. 30, we are doing it big.
And grand indeed. I'm looking at our screen. It is a star-studded lineup. Can you give me some idea into how the selection process went for the artists? Because it's very varied, different genres. The artists have different audiences. So how were they selected, and how does this all blend together?
Okay, so there are two areas of the concert, and we are portraying the churchman that he was. So that's why you see a number of gospel artists up there.
Because he was a lay preacher.
Yeah, and he was a lay preacher, as Kamau just said, in the Methodist Church. And then the leader that he became. So we are telling a story throughout the process. So we have selected some of the best. These are not all of the best of the BVI, but some of them sing particular songs that we wanted to incorporate in telling the story. So they were carefully selected, and I think a good selection was made to showcase the variety of talent. And of course, we're also appealing to different...
We want to appeal to the entire range of the population in the voice because we want everybody to take part in the celebration. So young, older, we want everybody to come and be like, that was an amazing concert regardless of my age or, what's my particular style of music I like best.
Right, because some people, Susan Best, for example, is one of us who has moved away, gospel, but if I say Susan Best, maybe if I say Gabrielle Dene, some of them locally might know, but some of them might not know who Susan Best is. But I think if I say Jugu, I think everybody knows who Jugu is. Now, I had to learn through this process who Adam O is, because I was like, who's that? Yeah, I'm not in it. But when I asked my son, who's Adam O? Of course, he knew him because he's into music himself. So different persons, we're appealing to different persons, different generations and stuff. There's going to be something for everyone. Everyone can come and just enjoy what is being presented on the evening.
I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I'm putting together the music, but I'm getting goosebumps in rehearsals, and I know that I'm looking forward to what's going to happen on the stage, because on the stage it's going to be, it's going to be just a lot bigger. So I'm really excited about the lineup we have and the selections and the songs. So
yeah, the quality is there. So
yeah.
Just praying. I told my staff I have to institute a daily prayer because I just want everything to just flow, because you can have the best of plans but I am confident that Mr. Georges and his team, they have the music together, and the artists are just gotta pray for their voices to remain intact. But I believe it is going to be
I believe really the flow of the evening from beginning to end, just look forward to just this amazing sort of journey.
Taking you on a wave.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Amazing. Now, one of the things we mentioned when we were discussing before the interview was Lavity Stout's belief in the youth and investment in the youth. And of course, you mentioned Jugu, you mentioned Adamo, you're appealing to the youth to come out. What would you say is the significance of course, keeping young Virgin Islanders educated about the legacy of Lavity Stoutt?
I think it's important because a number of the students at the college, Lavity Stoutt Community College, and sometimes you might go to college, never think about, well, who was he? Of course, he died in 1995, so that's before a lot of them were born. But at least if you come to the event, you can get to learn something about him, what he fought for, what he stood for, and then you get a chance to say, okay, if he could do it, then I can do something. I can make a difference, because again, going back to coming from country, it is quite significant that from humble beginnings. And I think that's one of the things people need to understand. Sometimes people think that, oh, you have to have a certain surname, or you have to come from a rich family. He came from humble beginnings and was able to make a difference. And I think the encouragement for young people is that put your mind towards doing something and you too can make a difference. So I think it's important for them to hear his story throughout the night. In addition to the performances, there are going to be some special videos that, again, everything is geared towards educating the public and just bringing out the story so that persons can understand. And then one of these days, Mr. Kamau here is going to leave his musical legacy that somebody, because in years to come, they'll be talking about what Mr. Georges did, all right, as a musician. I saw a young lady yesterday, I was at a function, Miss Sheila was here, and she was talking about the teachers who influenced her and that kind of stuff. So it's like, what legacy are you leaving behind? So it's important that we continue to talk. And if we don't talk about our story, to tell people, to tell the next generation and continue to tell, then the work that many of our leaders have done will be forgotten. So it's important for us to continue to tell.
What's going to be, well said, and what's going to be great about how we do the performances as well, so as important as history is as well, is the collaboration that's happening. So it's not just like one artist come up and do their thing. We have specific songs that are featured, but then throughout there is sort of a collaboration where there will be duets and 3 different groups coming together and all of this. So it's like a beautiful sort of us coming together on stage, but us coming together as a country. So sort of representing, hey, let us all come together, right, and collaborate on a higher level and do something that we are all proud of as, Virgin Islanders and people who live here.
Yeah,
So.
and even as, because we have all the faces up here of the singers, but we also have dance in the mix. Yes. So we have, it's a production.
Yeah.
It's a grand production we have in. It's a concert. It's titled a concert, but it's a grand production, carefully put together.
And just to clarify, right? The production is happening on Sunday, March 2nd, we said. So the holiday is Monday, but it's happening on Sunday. All right? And it's happening not in the college auditorium, because some people may assume that when they say the concert is happening at the college, it's happening at the college auditorium. No, it's happening with the main building of the college being the backdrop of the stage. So I want you to imagine
the atrium and
yes. So I want you to imagine the college being lit up, looking beautiful at night. Where the stairs are, that's the front of the stage.
Okay.
On top, that's the stage. All right, we're gonna have screens, and where the roundabout is, you're gonna have seating and raised, and people can come. And so it's gonna be a grand outdoor gathering. The visuals are gonna be stunning. It's gonna be something you've never experienced, right here in the Virgin Islands. A first ever.
Yes.
I was wondering, okay, I have to reach there early because there's only so many seats inside of the auditorium.
Yeah, and we have the whole lawn out there available while we have some seats there. And I think that's a valid point that Mr. Georges just talked about, because we don't want anyone to say, well, I ain't coming because they're going to have too much people in night. And no, you're going to have enough room to see. It's an outdoor concert, it's an outdoor experience. So come, because the auditorium can only seat just over 400, and we want to make sure that we appeal, because we are appealing to young, old. The next day is a holiday. The only thing we have on a holiday is the end ceremony the next day, which is not going to be for very long. But we are saying that the content is going to come from the beginning, so that you can capture the entire story. You don't want to come halfway and say, well,
oh yeah,
you understand?
At every segment, there is like, wow, that was amazing. How did I top that? Whoa, that was amazing. And it just continues going on and on and on and on and on. All right, so, we have, to speak about the collaboration, you have, from opening with, you have the Elmo Stoutt High School Band, right, in collaboration with the HLSCC, concert choir, and, singers like Johann C. Smith, like doing, a big production. So just imagine that you have the students, and that's the opener. Then you have soul singers like Calvin James, Kwana Pope, Torreya Price, right, giving you some really impactful
Powerful
numbers.
vocals, yeah.
The gospel segment is going to be overwhelmingly powerful. All right, I'm really looking forward to that, from Dwight Hutchinson Jr., Donna Klein, Susan Best. So I'm getting a chance to work with some musicians I've worked with before, and some that I haven't had a chance to work with. I'm really excited. That's gonna be powerful. We're gonna be throwing in elements. I don't want to,
You have Shauna
some of
Kimilla.
it we want to have to be as surprises, but
Yeah.
but I kind of want to just tease it a little bit so there's gonna be just really powerful elements. We have the Seventh-day Adventist drum corps is gonna come in at one point, and then we have in the calypso / reggae section, we have Sister Joyce coming with a unique specific song that she wrote for Lavity Stoutt, right, which is going to be a nice feature of the night. We have Rochelle Smith and Dion Williams, just these beautiful, soulful, sultry voices that are going to do their tributes. And then we're gonna, then we have Adamo, Jugu, and
Melanie.
and Ramon G. Right?
Yeah.
They're gonna bring our festive,
That's a lot
so-called
of energy.
local cultural. Yeah, that's
A
gonna
lot
be
of energy.
right. That's gonna be just vibrant and just and really engaging. And we have, of course, right, the amazing singer Melanie Amaro, right, who is going to take us home. And she's gonna, just end the night off with a bang. So we're looking forward to all of that. It's one not to be missed. It's historic.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
another special activity taking place on that night, presentations from the premier for members of the community who have contributed significantly to these exact commemorations year after year. Is there anything you could tell us about that?
Without disclosing too much, I think I can say that I think we went back to the state funeral. There was something significant about things that were done there. We had two companies at the time, printing companies, who actually donated the funeral booklets. They were never really recognized. At a time when you could have said, well, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for me to make a lot of money. But this was he died from a heart attack. So it shook the country, but persons came together and said, I'm going to give back. So we're going to recognize persons like that. Mr. Hall talked about the fact that up until H.L. Stout's passing, funeral booklets looked a certain way, and they were changed from that day. So the 11 by 17 funeral booklets that you see never existed before 1995. We are paying tribute to the one who made the change. And some person who were just instrumental in pulling that funeral together. And then over the years, persons nowadays, it's hard to get people to serve without paying them.
Yeah.
And persons have served over the years, very faithful to the committee. Some persons who championed, because Lavity Stoutt did not always exist, but we had persons who championed for the holiday to be named, and then the government made a decision. But persons who have worked tirelessly over the years to ensure that his legacy lived on. They were not paid. And initially, I should say that before the government even got involved, there were some persons from the community who said, we think that his legacy should not be forgotten. So they started from the community, just coming together, doing something annually, and then eventually when it became a holiday, then the government got involved. So we want to pay tribute to those persons and just say thank you. We don't know what's going to happen after year 30, but we are saying up until this point, this is a significant milestone. We want to say thank you as we move into another year.
Awesome. Now, I want to ask each of you individually. Now, Kamal, lock your ears. I don't want you copying her answer. But what do you hope people walk away from this grand event with?
Well, first of all, I would say recognizing that the Virgin Islands has great talent, but also, as Mr. Georges was saying, how when we work together, what you can accomplish. And also for everybody to leave there saying, I learned something about H.L. Stoutt that I didn't know before, I have a greater understanding, I have a greater appreciation for the work that he did, for the legacy that he has left. So you're hoping that by the end of the day, that people will be able to say, I learned something, knowledge that would have been gained as a result of attending there, and also for having a wonderful opportunity for your Sunday night rather than the usual routine. But definitely, as we see people coming together, raw talent and giftings being on display.
Tough to follow.
Well, mine is simple. I just want people to feel proud and inspired. So when you're proud of what we can accomplish, right? We're celebrating a national hero, but at the same time, we're building national heroes, and we're coming together in collaboration to ourselves be able to contribute, and grow our impact, that we can continue, what was handed to us, So we're doing the same thing. We're following in his footsteps. So I want you to come away saying, wow, like, I'm proud to be here in the country. I'm proud to be whatever my status is in the country. I'm proud to be a part of this experience, and I'm glad I came out, right, to see this, because there's certain things. If you've ever been to any big live concerts, there's certain things you can't explain it after the fact. The video doesn't do justice if you weren't there in the crowd. There's something that you missed. All right, so I want people to feel like, I am glad that I was there, and I'm inspired, for what we can do, what I can do, how I can contribute, and how I can come together with others and continue to do things like this.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Awesome. Now, before we close, I just want to remind the public, of course, of the details of the event and ensure that everyone knows it's on Sunday, not on the holiday. It's not on Monday, it's on Sunday. So can you run us back through the details of the event?
Okay, so concert, the Heroes Live Forever concert, the Heroes Live Forever H. Lavity Stoutt concert is going to be held on Sunday, 2nd March 2025 at the H. L. Stoutt grounds, Community College grounds, okay? And we
Not the auditorium.
We are saying that we're starting promptly at 6 p.m. Persons will be on hand to guide persons as to where they need to go. But we encouraging persons to come out. It's a good community event. Come out and let's join together. Let's experience what has been put together. A lot of work has gone into the planning and in the preparation and the practicing to pull everything together. We have some wonderful hosts for the evening who are going to be there for the different segments. And we want to encourage everyone to come out on Sunday. That's a grand event. This is a focus. This is a feature for this year. But in continued tradition, we're going to do the wheat lane ceremony on Monday, and we are calling, because H.L. Stoutt has now been declared a national hero, the ceremony on Monday is going to be a national wheat lane ceremony, which is going to have some different features. It's not going to be a long ceremony, so it starts at 9, so if you come at 9:30, you might have well been too late. But it's going to be on time, and it's going to have some different features. There's some things that we're trying to step up with in terms of national ceremonies. So it's going to be a national wheat lane ceremony at the Capoons Bay Burial Ground on Monday. But on Sunday, the concert, Heroes Live Forever, the H. Lavity Stoutt concert. I am excited. I've just heard, I'm not in Mr. George's position, but I've heard.
I sent a few clips.
I've heard some clips.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like he said, goosebumps. The one night I was there, like, in awe and just saying, wow, what talent we have, But it's going to be a wonderful concert. There's something there for everyone. And maybe I need to put in a plug for the church folks who figure that we are trying to mix up God and the devil together. It's not that kind of a concert. It's telling a story throughout. The gospel section is there to recognize and celebrate the churchman that he was, but the other segments are also there.
They're also being curated to stay on target with the meaning and the purpose of the evening.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's telling a story throughout the night. So I want to encourage everybody to come. It's going to be a grand occasion.
All right. Yes. Well, very well put, and thank you so much for your time. And I can't wait to see you at the event on Sunday.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you for having us.
And of course, we hope to see all of you at the event on Sunday as well. I'm Jacques Wooding, thanking you for staying tuned with us and hoping you stay tuned to 284 Media for more great content.